Ladies and gents, welcome to CG Reaction, and this is how to read fire diamonds by the channel SamONella Academy. Yes, another Sam video, and I love this fire diamonds. Whenever there's something technical or scientific topic, I love it, especially from Sam. So this is about fire diamonds. I think this is about those hazard signs that factories and lots of gasoline tanks and things like that have, that tells firefighters at any emergency response what's happening and what was inside without trying to talk about it to someone. Like if there is some kind of immediate fire in some factory, firefighters are not going to come there, talk to a supervisor, figure out what liquid or whatever that inside was. It's better to have some kind of sign like that. They could just see the sign and react in a way. So I love that. There are health sign in there, fire sign. Obviously there's some chemical reactivity or something like that about let's just say if there is some kind of a, I don't know, radiation type of things, there's that too. So something like that. I don't know much about detail about this. So obviously Sam is going to tell us. It's going to be fun. And remember people, if you like my reaction, don't forget to like and subscribe. I reacted to almost all of the Sam videos. I'm surprised there are still left, but almost all Sam videos already. So check that out. In the cards I created a playlist for it. Check out other playlists I created too, like SCPs, oversimplified, and other things. Check out the link in the description with all of my videos. And yeah, let's see this one.
Hey kids, today I'll be teaching you how to read these things. The symbol is technically known as NFPA7.
I think RAID is for fire, obviously. This is about some kind of a chemical or radioactive thing that might be. This is for just health related. I don't know what's white for.
An 04, but nobody really calls it that. Most people refer to it as a fire diamond or a safety square. Or if you're British, a pigmenty crosser tosser, whatever floats your boat. Anyway, when you see the symbol, usually on a door or a container or something, it means there's a hazardous material present. And the numbers and symbols on the diamond give information on exactly how dangerous that material is. So first off, notice the 4 colors, right? Each one represents a different type of hazard. Red is for flammability, because fire and burning things are usually red. Yellow is for chemical reactivity, I guess because chemical reactions involve swapping electrons, and electricity is yellow, sure. Blue is for health hazards, because fuck you. And then white is just extra space for other stuff. So the 3 colored diamonds, or
blue is for healthcare, because in games usually blue is in lots of game blue is for anybody who's alive. Red means their bar is depleted or something. Anybody who's alive and has a full bar of health is blue, so I guess why not.
Or if you want to be politically correct, the African American diamonds each have a number from 0 to 4.
The fuck?
And each of these is like a threat level for that category. If
you're good, 1, 2, 3, 4, damn son.
the number is 0, it basically means you'd have to be some kind of professional to manage to fuck things up in that fashion. Sand, for example, has a 0 in its flammability. The only time sand burns is when it's wedged in the cracks of your Speedo for too long. However, please note that the health section does not apply to ingestion. For example, motor oil has a blue rating of 0, but that in no way makes it safe to drink. If the number is 1, that means there's a threat present, but you'd still have to be like an advanced level dumbass in order to really find it. Cellulose, the primary chemical found in paper, has a flammability of 1, so don't, hold it over a fire for a while. You'll be fine. 2 is where things start being kind of a big deal. Capsaicin, the chemical that makes peppers spicy, has a health risk of 2. You finish chopping your jalapenos, and then you go touching your jalapenos. It's not gonna kill you or nothing, but it's gonna mess your day up for sure. If you see a 3, that's when you know you gotta watch out. Gasoline, it's got a flammability of 3, and we all know gasoline. You see gasoline walking by, you better take the cigarette out of your mouth, get the static off your clothes.
I saw a video about Russian, meanwhile in Russia type of thing, where there was just embers basically. It wasn't on fire, but somebody just took out a carton of gasoline, just tried to pour it down. Man, it's a stream. Fire is gonna catch the stream and go to the container. A kid should know that. And the guy just threw it there and just got panic and tried to throw it inside. So there was a small swimming pool there. He tried to throw it in there. His clothes got on fire. It's like, what the hell, man? People can be really, really stupid.
Fix your hair, make yourself presentable, don't make eye contact. That's the only way to keep yourself safe. And then 4 is the highest number on the scale. If you see a 4, the best thing to do is just start walking backwards, because if you're close enough to read that 4, chances are you're not where you need to be. Nitroglycerin has a reactivity of 4, If you soak a tissue in nitroglycerin and give it to your friend to sneeze in, that sneeze will result in his entire goddamn face getting blown off. So yeah, 4s are nothing to sneeze at. Literally. Now let's move on to the bottom bit. Unlike me, this diamond isn't just a big white waste of space. This is the spot for any extra warnings you need to know about. Most of them are pretty self-explanatory, like radiation, or biohazard, or gaze, so I'll just go through a few that aren't as easy to interpret. Take a look at this one. Unless you hear faint mooing while you're reading it, chances are it doesn't mean what you think. OX is short for oxidizer, which is basically something that produces oxygen when exposed to heat. This doesn't sound so bad until you realize that heat plus oxygen rarely ends well for most fuels in the vicinity.
I mean, that's basically fucked up. Everything will burn off if that's the case. That's really dangerous.
See this one, it means white people aren't allowed to touch the material. Just kidding. White people are allowed to do whatever they want. It actually means don't mix with water, or else it could explode or multiply or something. Ese means simple asphyxiant, referring to gases like helium. It basically means that while this gas isn't poisonous, it's also, you know, not air. So if you breathe it for too long, you will still die. Alright kids, so now that you know all the ins and outs of these things, let me give you a little quiz. On the left we got a bunch of things, and on the right we have a bunch of fire diamonds. Pause the video now and see if you can match them up correctly.
Oh, okay, so he just switched them up. Let's see, sodium metal, yeah, that would be this one. The second one is sodium metal, can mix with water, so obviously drinking alcohol. That's this one, definitely. It's flammable, it's not good for your health, so there you go. Nitrogen gas is about right. Yeah, it's not air, but it will just make you go weird voice. Hydrogen cyanide, that's definitely this, yeah, this one, definitely. It's 4 health, 4, fire, and 2 chemical. Yeah, it's about right. And my mixed step has to be this because it has rating of 5 and there is no 5 rating. So let's see if I'm right.
All done? Here are the answers. So now you know all
right
about NFPA 704. Till next time, I'm SamONella, and thank you for watching.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this apparently whites are just there to, some extra precaution type of thing, some extra details. But yeah, I thought that, yellow thing also is for, radioactivity, but apparently you need to say that in white things. That's yellow thing is just for, I think, chemicals or something. Red is for fire, obviously. I mean, if something has a fire, rating of 4, and it's also is an oxidizer rating in the white box, that's just dangerous, isn't it? Usually that would not happen. They would make sure that those two stats don't combine in one place, because if that happens, that's just the whole block is fucked. So yeah, that was something. Alright people, if you like my reaction, don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out all the reaction I did. There's a link in the description. Check out the cards for all the playlist, I guess. And yeah, I'll see you next time.